We'll make a ton of profit on this.
Wii Sports is inside of this.
I have sold this movie probably 25 to 30 times. Always check cases. There could be bonus games right there.
He was looking at me like, Rick, you're not...
Dude, you've got to get this.
Okay, so
we play.
What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to another episode of the $10 Game Collection Challenge.
Season 2.
We are on a quest to build the largest Nintendo 64 collection possible, starting off with just a $10 bill only to give you guys the entire collection at the end of the series in December. Now, the N64 collection has exploded, and we have sold some more stuff, so let's jump into some updates. This is the collection, guys, so far, from $10 to an N64 collection of 51 games. 51 games and a beautiful jungle green N64. We also have $879.09 in the game fund, but we actually have more than that because we sold some items on our last Whatnot stream. We got a huge lot of NES games a couple weeks ago, and we forgot to list 6 of the games from that lot. I think there was Contra, Mario 2, Zelda 2, and a couple other games. Well, after we sold those, in our Buy It Now section at the fair market value, we get to add $151 into the game fund, meaning our grand total is $1,030.09. Plus, we still got this stuff down here to sell. I'm just being lazy because I feel real good about where we're at with our game fund. So, now the key is to actually find N64 games out in the wild, which is becoming more and more difficult, so we're even utilizing retail shops. But for now, over $1,000 to go game hunt. Let's freaking go.
can I see that one at the far right over there, the PS2 game?
Yeah. So our first pickup is this Sly game. First off, if you've never played any of the Sly games, what are you doing with your life? They're amazing. This one sells roughly 20 to 25 bucks if it's complete. This one's pretty free and clean, and for $5, I usually want to pay about $2, but for $5, still a good deal. We'll flip this, make about 16, 17 bucks in profit, and buy more N64 games. All right, good news and bad news at the Goodwill. Let's start out with the bad news first. Let's do bad news first. We got The Chipmunk Adventure. Now, this is a movie that, first off, is just a great movie, but it actually sells for a decent amount. I've sold this probably a dozen times. It's worth, I think, 15 to 20 on the high end. The good news is right next to it is Spice World. Now, you're probably thinking, why is this a good thing? Well,
it's obvious to us that the Spice Girls are movie stars. We've worked on this idea for months.
I have sold this movie probably 25 to 30 times. I just know to look out for it if I see it. This thing's worth like 25 bucks to 30, sometimes even more than that on the high end, which is crazy. I don't know if it's just not streaming on streaming services, but this is definitely one to look out for. And again, this is on the DVD Patreon list for only $3 a month. If you guys are interested in that, basically just a list of DVDs, Blu-rays, and sports games that are worth money that you probably pass up. I bet most people pass up this movie and this movie all the time. And that list basically just has all of those movies and DVDs that are actually worth picking up that you see at thrift stores. So if you're interested in that, link down below for only $3 a month. You'll have access to that. But again, $2 for this, and it's worth 25 plus. Let's go. We got a Facebook Marketplace deal going down. I get on there and I see Pokemon Stadium for 20 bucks, which is already a pretty good deal to begin with. But then I ask her, do you have any other games for sale? She says yes. She has Rogue Squadron and Jet Force Gemini. All 3 of these games we do not have in the game collection yet. So we're headed there right now, actually to her work, to pick up these games.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So what do you want for this one?
Like 10.
Okay, 10.
Is that okay? So like 40 for all of them?
Yeah, that's great.
Man.
I'll do that. Here's 30.
Thank you.
So a couple decent finds, nothing crazy at this point, but still some decent finds. Now before we get back into it, I want to talk a little bit about today's sponsor, Geek Fuel. Now, what I love about our partnership with Geek Fuel is it just marries the channel so well. They deal with 80s and 90s pop culture, nostalgic games in terms of merch. And today we're gonna unbox one of their monthly tea memberships that they have for only 19 bucks a month. Let's check it out. So let's get into this real quick. Again, this is only $19 a month, and you get a bunch of stuff in here, $40+ in value, and you get an exclusive tea that you can only get from Geek Fuel. But if you use my code down below, Retro Rick, you get 10 bucks off as well. So this would only be $9. Let's see what is in here. First up, you get a $5 gift card to use in the shop. So there's another $5 for you right there. Here is our exclusive tea. Oh man, look at the Ghostbusters tea.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
That is freaking sick. So you tell them your size, obviously, and they would hook you up with a shirt. There's more. You got Gremlins Geek Fuel socks. Check that out. I think there is one more thing in here. So you have a pin. I think every month you get an enamel pin, and then this one is, what do we got in here? Oh yes, Mr. T pin.
Slap me again and I'll break your arm.
But this stuff is awesome. Again, all of this for only $19 a month, and you get the gift card. Crazy, guys, crazy value, and you can use my link down below to get $10 off. There's no reason to not check it out. Thank you again to Geek Fuel. Let's get back into it. So I see a game down there I think is worth something right there. Oh, Trauma Team? I think. Gonna ask about it. So I'm not 100% sure why I knew this was worth at least a little bit. Maybe I watched somebody else pick it up. I'm not 100% sure, but it is. It is a Atlas game, and it's looking like it sells anywhere from 35 to 50, even 55, depending on condition and if it has the manual. Now, I asked how much it was. It ended up being $5.99. I don't know why exactly, but I wasn't gonna argue with her. I mean, it's worth much more than that. So we picked that up. Also got a bunch of shirts while I was here too. Obviously not part of the $10 game collection, but I did get those pretty sweet nostalgic shirts, and this game for $5.99 will make a ton of profit on this. All right, at Goodwill, doing my thing, looking for games, looking for DVDs to flip, and I saw one that I was like, what? Are you kidding me? There is a Judge Judy DVD? What?
Who are you? That's my husband.
I didn't ask you anything.
Okay.
Why is this a thing? Okay, but I never came across one of these before. This sells not very well, like $6. I was like, well, might as well look at the other one. Looked at this one, and for some crazy reason, this one sells for like 20 bucks. Who is buying this? I don't know, but I don't see a Judge Judy DVD. I see $20 to put into an N64 game. Now, this footage is from a day where me and Chuck went out hunting the entire day. Flea markets, Goodwills, anywhere we could find games, and we went to this game exchange, did not expect to find much, but actually filmed an entire video at our stop here. They had N64 games, they had Sega games, PS1, a ton of stuff that we picked up, but I for sure wanted to show you the N64 footage.
Let's see, so we got South Park Rally, Heroes, Hercules.
That's actually a super hard game to get. Chameleon Twist 2. Can I see that one real quick?
Yeah. And Pokemon Puzzle League.
That's a pretty good price on that one. I think I might hold on to that one. Actually, can I see Puzzle League also?
Yeah.
Hold on to those two. Yeah. Oh, okay.
65, Mario.
Dr. Mario? Let's see that one. A lot of these are just a little bit rough shape. Yeah. This is actually a pretty good game. Command and Conquer.
Capture the sensation of war with Command and Conquer for your N64.
So we look around for a bit, guys. We were in here for an hour. Again, filmed a whole entire video just at this one stop. You will see that soon, but we did end up picking up 4 N64 games, and we'll talk about that in a little more detail here in just a bit. Oh, hey, look, there's some games.
Oh, yeah.
Wii Sports is inside of this. How much you got on these games over here? These games.
$5.
Okay. You happen to have any other games for sale? We collect all.
No, that's all I
That's
got.
all you got? There's 10 for that.
Yeah, I'll take this one right here.
There's some controllers down there. Is that the actual?
Oh yeah.
Is that branded? The blue one, if it's branded, is. Yeah. How much do you have for the little cord, the game controller down here?
5.
5 for all of them in there, or just the?
Just want to do that one?
There's just 2 more in there. Would you do 10 for the box? There's 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do that? All right, Chuck, what just happened?
It's super important to look inside cases.
He was looking at me like, Rick, you're not.
Dude, you've got to get this.
Okay, so
we play.
So would you? I don't need we play.
It's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. You wanted $5 for each one of the Wii games we just picked up.
Yep.
Inside, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Bros. Wii, and it falls on the floor.
And I'll show you guys some B-roll of it, but I got. The actual Wii Sports is actually in
the Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario, so
yep.
And then I got the blue remote and then the nunchucks for 10. So all in, what are we all in? 10, 20, 25 bucks.
Yeah.
It'll give you estimated value of everything right there. So good stop. Just a random garage sale. It's literally 4:09 in the afternoon
on Memorial Day.
And it's just sitting there, still out. So a decent little week. We started out with 51 N64 games, and now we have 58. All in, we spent $209.03. And I'm gonna go through really quickly, value of all of this stuff. So the first thing we got was Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoons. This was $5. It's worth 18. Spice World, guys, was $2, and it sells for around 30 on average, which is insane. We got these for 40 bucks. They're only worth 50. So we saved 10 bucks, but still we're adding some great games to the collection. Was actually surprised we didn't have any of these, which was pretty wild. This Trauma Team game, I'm really glad we picked up. Almost passed up on it. Saw it and I was like, is that worth something? It is. That is worth roughly $34. The Judge Judy DVD sells for on average of 25. Paid $2 for that. Now these right here were from Game Exchange. What's cool about Game Exchange is they honor whatever price that says. So if this is worth 75 bucks now, they still sell it to you for $64.99. So what was good about this is all of these games are undervalued. So all in, we paid $134 for this stuff, and they're worth $156. Definitely Chameleon Twist 2 being the highlight, but still, I mean, you got Pokemon Puzzle League. Don't see that game very often, and there's very few puzzlers on the N64, so cool to pick up those. And then at the very end of our picking adventure for the week with Chuck, we got this stuff. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this stuff was still sitting out. I had no idea why Chuck kept looking at me to buy that Wii Play. Rookie mistake on my end. I should have picked it up. He picked it up, and there was 2 games in it. Now we traded off. There was Wii Sports in here. He gave me the new Super Mario Bros. So I could complete that. So you got this. Mario Kart is in there, and then these right here. So this actually sells for about 30 bucks. If you compare those together, this is roughly 8 to 10. So all of this right here, we paid 20, and it's worth 83. Meaning, grand total, we spent $209 for the week with a grand total of $396 in value, which is a great week. We're gonna be able to make up most of our money that we spent on the N64 games. We still have a very, very healthy game fund, and the collection continues to grow. The lesson for today's episode is to always check cases. There could be bonus games right there in front of you. As always, thank you guys for hanging out, for watching the video. Instead of going straight to the end screen, I'm gonna show you a little bit more footage from our trip to that Game Exchange. You guys will see that episode very soon. Until next time, peace.
Whoa.
That Terminator 2.
Ultimate Terminator? Get out of town.
Sewer Shark, I think is what that is, and then it's Willie Beamish.
We got Dick Tracy, really clean cart. These are